All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachachorash, to honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Hey, and this one right here, man. You know, modern day Madness Prophecies just got another collection of clips. You know, they finally let your boy off from work, you know, so get some things done today. I'm going to be starting with this first clip, y'all. The spirit that America promotes is one of whoredom and debauchery. And that's why, you know, you read in the scriptures, we're going to get the law real plain, real simple. You can't have whores and you're supposed to cut out sexual deviance ASAP. Because if you don't, it spreads and it infects and destroys the world. So I'm going to start with this first clip and you're going to see what's up. Let me get up this hilly. Second, y'all. All right.
I know you see me watch. Then I know.
So I'm gonna knock the music, right, for copyright reasons. But you see this woman, you know, all, you know, body all worked on surgery, you know, whatnot, and she's out here probably on vacation somewhere in Africa, and these dudes, they don't even fully understand what they looking at. And Buddy right there ready to just throw her over the shoulder and run off somewhere with her. And see, if she didn't have them tour guides there, y'all, she'd be in the back of that bush. You know what's up. But just them seeing that, the ideals spread. This is no words need to be exchanged between them, but the very sight of seeing something like that can destroy a people, because now they go back to their women and start to allow that or start to desire that, right? Because I can imagine if these men are covered up, you know, they most likely have their women covered up. You know, this looks like that one tribe that be jumping real high. I could be wrong, but they're seeing this, and this is they women don't dress like that with their bodies all out. You know, that one guy talking to them in the front, he probably is the translator. But these other boys in the back, they looking like, yo, what is up? Hold up, y'all. I'm a screenshot, buddy. That nigga is in no man's land. Buddy's ready to go, nigga. Forehead busting out his head. And if it wasn't for modern technology and equipment, that lady, she wouldn't be doing that, y'all. This ain't funny. This ain't cute. You know, I'm cracking jokes at it, but this is how moral decay happens when you let people do things like that, y'all. That is how civilizations decline. When you take away the parameters that exist socially and morally, and allow people to do whatever they think, want, and feel. And if everyone is doing what they want, then death is beginning to spread. Whether you like that or not. Whether you like it or not. That's the reality of it. Deuteronomy 23 and 17. It says, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Let me type in this now, and the reason why you're supposed to prevent the whores and the sodomites is because what? Leviticus 19 and 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. And that's what happens when you allow sexual immorality to take root in your land. It spreads. All the wives begin to become rebellious and demonic. And now you have a situation to where the relationships between men and women are broken, which is quintessentially what we're suffering from in the Western world. Why? Because the gender roles have been completely skewed by Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And it's funny because he's the figurative whore that rides upon the beast. He exploits himself, the other nations, make deals in exchange to become rich, and through doing so they lose touch and sense of themselves and their own culture. And this has infected the fucking world, y'all. This has infected the world. So now let me tie it in with this. Now, what are some of the things we got to deal with? Let's look at this.
Wash men off. Period. No, I need you to hear me. We cannot wash men off. There will always be a remnant of the men that we've been with inside of our bodies for life. So if you are just filled with all of these different people, you know how many different soul ties, demon spirits you got in your body?
But so do men, though.
No, men can wash us off.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying
Yeah.
because we are incubators and they are the whatever.
Penetrators. That's what they are. It's a sport, especially for certain types of men. And for us to sit here and act like we could be just like men, that's wild. Not. We can.
Yeah, it's wild. And you're not going to be able to explain it to her. You know, and you're not. And the woman who's explaining it, she herself isn't perfect, but she has enough sense to be logical about it. Right? None of us are. I'm not saying it like that, right? Of course, we all grew up in this sinful world. We all did some things we shouldn't have done. But now when you come to this knowledge, it's supposed to change you. She at some point came to the realization that trying to move in the same fashion as a man sexually is a no-no for a woman. Most women in the Western world have been brainwashed, and that brainwashing is starting to spread now. You're not starting. It's all over the fucking world. Now look at the world. You wonder why you don't know your peoples. You know? And this was a curse, y'all. This was a curse that we would be the sons of whores. Straight up. And this is what we're dealing with today. And ain't nothing funny or cute about it. Ain't shit funny or cute about it, y'all.
If you got time, watch this.
She had the audacity to say this.
So I've been married for more than 15 years.
Congratulations.
I have been in a side relationship that my husband recently found out about. How can I convince my husband to let me keep the side dude?
Well, first of all, he shouldn't. You need to change that convince word to manipulate.
Ooh.
We're not gonna play those games right now. You took a vow. You took.
And I'm pretty sure some of y'all have seen this clip. This red-haired girl, you know, she's right in certain points. She's, you know, done clips like this. She's made some good points in certain same clips. She's gone off, but right here, she's right and correct. So we're gonna listen to her.
Vows. You stood before God or whatever it is you believe in and said that you were going to love this man. It's sickness and through health, for rich and for poor. You said that you committed whenever you took that vow. You committed to be there even in the hard times, even in the times where you were not fully emotionally fulfilled. You still took on that position to say that I'm going to have those conversations. I'm going to communicate. I'm not going to breach the trust in this marriage. You lack marital integrity. And if you lack marital integrity, you lack integrity as a person as well. So my next point to make is the audacity must be on sale right now for you to be able to say, how can I convince my husband, a man at that, convince my husband to let me still have a side relationship as if I did not betray this man, as if I did not hurt this man, as if I did not dishonor this man, as if I did not disrespect this man, and you want to ask for something? You want to ask for what it seems like more of a favor because it's only going to work in your favor. It's nothing that is going to work for him. I don't like when we play these games like this. You entered into what you two believe was a monogamous agreement, and you made it a polyamorous thing.
Ooh.
You did.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something else that you did. Let's talk about the lack of responsibility. I'm gonna tell you one more thing because I'm sure some other panelists have something to say. This is the problem that I have. Whenever you open up your marriage to something that somebody else did not consent to, if your side piece has depression or anxiety or anything like that, there's a spiritual exchange that takes place when you go sleep with somebody else that you now have invited into your home. So part of the reason why your marriage is not happy is because you were lusting over the fence to begin with.
Ooh.
You invited that into your marriage. You corrupted your home. The best thing for you to do, because he does have the right to leave you, the best thing that you could do, the responsible thing you can do, is either end that relationship on the side or leave that man alone and let somebody else find him.
Yep, and you know, hey, when you have sex with somebody, y'all, you know, and it's more so for the woman than it is for the man. The man, you know, go on to the next one like the girl in the other clip said, but the woman, she's only ever supposed to have one man unless he dies, because that man's spirit overtakes you. And Esau, he has terms for it in his science: microchimerism, right? When sperm cells get left behind, they embed themselves forever. Telegony, the fact that, you know, DNA of each man you lay with affects you. Then it can also, you know, come to find out with telegony, y'all, I might be saying it's either telegony or telephony. The DNA that these women acquire from other men can fuck around and affect the physical features of your child. So let's say, oh boy, y'all, this shit bad down here, y'all. You can have a woman, she has a child, right? The child don't look really like her or look like the daddy. You know who the child looked like? The nigga from 4 weeks before she got pregnant by the daddy. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? That's some sick, twisted shit. We have to... This is a bad place. And we're seeing now that these words of the Heavenly Father left us all these thousands of years ago. We're seeing it. We're seeing why now. Now we're seeing why. Back then, we were told what to do. Now we see why, what to or not to do, the effects. So we'll shift to the next clips. Boy, oh boy, we need some help. Let me play now for some of you niggas, because you niggas talk a good one, but you don't ever walk a good one.
Even know. It's so. You even know. I was framed and locked up in 91. I was sentenced in Cook County Courthouse by the most politically connected judge in this motherfucking county, Michael P. Toomey. The one that gave Jeff Ford, Chief one that gave him his state time. You know what I'm saying? Gave me 18 motherfucking years, man. You know what Chairman Fred is buried at, man?
Where?
He buried in Haynesville, Louisiana, man. The police every year shoot his tombstone up. Every December, they could Google it. Google it.
I just wish that we seen more Panthers on the corner like it was back in the 60s, you know?
Say, how old are you, just out of curiosity?
25.
25. And you say you wish you had more Panthers on the corner like it was in the 60s. Let me say something. I said on the set of Judas and the Black Messiah, we was talking. I don't know if this generation gonna be able to grasp the significance of free breakfast program. You talking about the generation that grew up on Uber Eats, you know what I'm saying? With Chairman Fred stayed there. Wasn't no hot running water in there. Him and my mother to be had to go down the street, take a hot shower. Revolution, when you gain the massive participation of the masses of the people, man, you know what I'm saying? My mother just walked down the street at 3, 4 in the morning. The brothers would be with wine bottles, they put their fists up, power to the people. It was a climate. I guarantee you, you and a whole bunch of motherfuckers can't tell the difference between the Black Panther Party Cubs and Black Lives Matter. Man, you have no concept what it is, man. Hey, where was you at August 30th when we had this motherfucker right here packed? We had the People's Convention. Yeah, right here. It was posted online, huh? So, we'll put a pistol in your hand before she come in. You know what Pan Africa is? I guarantee you don't.
I don't.
I know goddamn well you don't. That's the Minister Cover. You ever heard of Move Family, man?
Nope.
In Philadelphia?
No.
And a bomb dropped on them in 1985.
And now I've done videos on that Pennsylvania thing. I found Jake who got bombed by the city police. So Jake right here, this is the son of Fred Hampton, y'all. He's an old man by now, right? And what his grievance is, you Jake, you talk that good revolutionary shit, but when it's time to show up, where are you niggas at? Getting Uber Eats on Facebook, in the club, running behind hoes. And that's a common thing of our people, y'all. Niggas talk a good one. You niggas don't want to get up from under the white man. You don't want to get up from under oppression. You just like having matching colors and clothes. And we're not promoting a physical rebellion. We're waiting for liberation through our Messiah. So he's right and wrong in a sense. Right here, Fred Hampton Jr. But he's getting on you, Jake, because you, Jake, are hypocrites. Y'all talk about the white man this, the white man that, and then when it's really time to do something, well, no, you can. Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Huh? Get us some motherfucking basic homework. Motherfucker put their lives online. You know what I'm saying? And you go and Google this shit. Same way you found goddamn with a fucking Lil Slave or Lil Wayne, whatever the fuck you want to call him, his new record, whatever. Find out the fuck we doing. It ain't hard to find out, but I dare any motherfucker to come with us to the area. Oh, I miss it. You don't miss a motherfucking thing because you never knew what the fuck it was through the door. Tell you what God love. When Nixon was at November 14th, 1969. Let me tell you the fuck, you ain't gonna find your motherfucking history books, man. November 1969, he was in a helicopter right down the street, my man. On top of the headquarters of the Black Panther Party. You missed the leather jacket. You don't know the fuck they was. Don't you miss them? You never knew them. These ain't no role models, my man. These are real models. Fuck you thought you missed. You don't even know them. It's so. You don't even know him. You told me what it take to become a member of this motherfucking organization? Or you not just finna go on YouTube and repeat a motherfucking thing. You gonna go get a parrot from the pet shop, homie. You gonna get your black ass in this goddamn community. You gonna make some motherfucking mistakes on our motherfucking turn. We ain't no Black Lives Matter. We ain't none of that. We deal with self-determination, my man. On the stage, goddamn it. Almost get real proud of people, brother. Right on. Yeah. This is my office. Yeah. They know. The people know. Hey, this conversation really premature. You know what the fuck Lil Slave is, Puffball Corn, and the rest of these clowns they get your motherfucking ass. COINTELPRO mean counterintelligence programmer, man. A program, I'm gonna call it the white folks, because you'll believe when you say they say the goddamn. A program created to discredit, dismantle, and disrupt, and destroy any black nonsense movement, especially amongst the motherfucking youth. You know what you miss?
Yep, hey, and our apostles have well taught us over here. Much of what he's mentioned, y'all, the apostles, broke it all down to us. We know about COINTELPRO program. We know how Esau Edom gets down, how he's assassinated us, done this and done that. But the Black Panther Party isn't what's going to fix us. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is. But he's making a good point. Jake be one to talk, but Jake don't be one to listen and actually do. That's why, let me get this piped out of Matthew. Our people talk a good one, y'all, but they don't actually take heed to the word and change, y'all. Matthew 11. I'm going to start at 16 actually. It says, let me get out real quick. It says what? But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you and ye have not lamented. So right there, this is a parable for the word, y'all. Preached. We've taught them the word. We've broken these things down, but they're not dancing to the tune as the phrase goes, right? Meaning, thank you. They're not, they heard it, but they didn't adjust to it, y'all. They didn't actually take it serious and listen and change. So effectively, they're just, what do you call it? What's the word? Damn, man. I don't want to say man pleasers, but they just like to hear. They just like to talk that talk, man. Jake ain't ready to change. Jake ain't ready to put, the drugs down. They aren't ready to abandon the potential statuses they can acquire. And we still deal with that, to this modern day. Nothing's changed. Now he's raging about it because he doesn't see the true solution like how we see. So he's still thinking he got to manually get these niggas together. And that's just not the case, y'all.
You know what you miss?
We won't be able to do it. Getting the next one. Oh, okay, I'll tie in I'll tie in this clip right here. It said, I didn't know Muslims believed in Jesus. This is an MMA fighter, young cat, up and comer, Malcolm, well maker. This is another one of you niggas' problems, man. We know scripturally that you can deal with heathen women. The trouble arises if, are you going to worship their way of life, or are you going to maintain in your Israelite stature? And we see another Jake fall victim to, the curse of the sons of God. Get with a heathen woman. Well, what'd he do? Go and change his belief. So this is Malcolm Wellmaker, young nigga out of Atlanta, right? UFC fight. That's why he just lost recently too. Laura had to humble his punk ass. Since you wanna go worship idols and shit now, bitch ass nigga. Let me let this play, man.
I wanted to be religious because I saw what religion did for the people I admire. And this is really crazy, right? So my wife, she translates Arabic in the military.
Oh, wow.
She grew up in Buffalo, New York. Anyway, she's not Muslim, but I'm having a conversation with her one night after my Contender Series fight, and I'm like, I gotta have something to get purpose and fulfillment of after I fight. Because if I'm lucky, my career is gonna be 4, 6, maybe 7 years in the UFC, but what after that? Am I gonna be a shell of myself and be unhappy? But she was like, well, have you looked into other religions? So she sends me a short form video on Hindu, Buddhism, because she grew up as a Buddhist, which is crazy. There was a video on Islam, it's 20 minutes with bobblehead cartoons, and it tells you the basic theology of it, and stuff I didn't know they believed in Jesus, you know what I mean? So I drive to the local masjid right around the corner from my house, and the way I was treated was so incredible. So I took my shahada. That was April 6th last year. It's been good ever since.
And that's how you niggas get lured in. You get behind some little pussy. Have you ever looked no, I ain't looked into no other religion. Bitch, shut up and bend over and shut up again. Have you ever, nah, bitch. Goddamn, matter of fact, I'm leaving. Right? And now you up taking your shahada, right? And of course the heathen are going to be welcoming and invite you because you know you're a fucking celebrity. So you bring attraction and more people and money. You fucking dummy. Give a fuck about you, nigga. The sons of God, y'all, the sons of God still falling for the same fucking okey doke. And this is scriptural, y'all. Our people run to every what? You niggas run to every idol imaginable. And what I want to do is actually show you his wife in a second. Under every every hill. Hey man, these scriptures, y'all. If you're not excited when it comes to these scriptures, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. The Bible excites me, bro. Jeremiah 2:20. It says, "For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidest, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot." This is parabolic for what? Our people constantly turn to idolatry. The Heavenly Father would redeem us from under the hand of our enemies, and what will we do? Go worship idols, go worship their gods. So the Heavenly Father, the point he got to, he said, okay, I'm going to just let you niggas stay in captivity for the long haul. I'll come for you eventually, but you're going to have to sit down for a couple millennium. And that's the position we're in now. Because our people have an addiction to worshiping idols. The women do it too, so don't get it too. See, y'all, it's all... This started with Eve. Stop playing. But the men in particular, a trend that you will notice, the men who do not have ruling class mentalities get with women and give in to their way of life. You know, oh, it's for the kids. Fuck them kids. The kids do what you tell them to. You don't do shit on their behalf. All right. So now let's go back and see who pulled him into Islam. And you won't believe it. So right here. The white woman went and led this nigga to Islam. Hey, boy, the Lord gonna destroy Jake, man. You know, he a cool cat, but so she grew up Hindu, whatever, right? Went to the military, dealing, you know, translating for Ishmael, and so this is what happens with Jake. This what happens, and he himself has Asian in his family, right? On the female side, that's why he has that, you know, that bit of that look, right? And this, you Jake, bro, you know, you get up. Look at her. Why is she looking like that? The fuck? Jake doesn't know how to maintain their spiritual integrity. You know, Jake go have a kid and be through, bro. Jake fucking get up and have a kid and be through. So, man, y'all boys, man, hey. If you can't handle it, then don't. You know, I guess some of you, Jake, need to stay with Keisha, man. Because you you bug out behind a bitch. And this is something that happened in the history. What do you go to Nehemiah? Y'all already know. Y'all already know, man. Jake, boy, you know, sometimes here it is. You know, you find out about Jake, you like him, then you look into the nigga and it's like, oh, another one. All right, Nehemiah 13 and I'm gonna start at 23. It says, "In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab, and their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by the power, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take your daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves." And now in this time, right, the Levites in particular were cleansing themselves to get back to the building of the temple. So, you know, it was more profitable for them to leave these heathen women alone. All right, we were trying to come back to some degree of self, right? We've been foregone in captivity. This doesn't necessarily apply today. And of course, we have the greater understanding of the Israelite foreigners. And that woman, I'll say, she, you know, I don't know, the nigga don't give a fuck. You know, whether she could be, you know, she could be Israelite, whatever. And regardless, she led him into idolatry. And this is one of the big things behind men and women, y'all. You can't let these women lead you into idolatry, whether they be Israelite or not, or whether they look like Israelite woman or heathen woman or not. Their goal is to take you over spiritually. Your goal is to dominate them physically. All right, don't get lost in the sauce behind some coochie and fuck around and get destroyed. If you can't handle it, you can't handle it. Stay your ass at home. Verse 26, it says, "Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his power, and the power made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin." Right. So Solomon didn't sin for dealing with non-Israelite women. He sinned for turning to their idols. All right, and that's one of the big struggles today that the sons of God still deal with. Don't get caught up in it, y'all. Hey, so that's about it. We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakorash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching truth and sincerity. Shalom.